Hello guys and girls, in today's tutorial for Java Focus for Beginners 2026, we are going on our course 2 operators and expressions, and we are going to be working on everything you need to know on operators and expressions as well. Okay, let's get started. So I'll open my IntelliJ, and in my source I'll create a new directory, new package, I mean to say, and I'll name it course 2. Okay, then click on enter, then I'll create a new Java class, and again, anything you want to name it, I'll name mine main, yeah, for the Java class. Okay, so it's initially I think it's low, so let's just increase the size so it should be more visible. Yeah, cool, this way. So then what are operators? Operators are symbols that perform operations on variable and values. If you have not checked out my course 1, make sure you check it out before going to this next course. And so to get started, I'm going to be following the shortcut this time around. We'll have PSVM tab, and it gives you this. So this public static void main strings args is used for telling the console what to do, and it helps in printing out output to the console. Without it, you can't print out anything, it will just give you an error. So that is operators. Operators are symbols that perform operations on variables and values. Remember our structure, we have data types, then variable name and value. So this is the structure we are following for declaring and initializing an element or a data type. And then we have something like this. I'll show you guys what is the meaning of operator. Everyone knows what an operator is. So you can see int is data type, then the variable name should be sum, the value would be 5 plus 3, then let's SOUT system.out.println, let's print the sum. Let's run it. Okay, it takes time a little bit. Hold on. It prints out 8. I'll zoom it out. It prints out 8 right here. So you can change it. You can see let's say multiply, then let's call this multiply, and then we'll just times this, and I'll run it again. Sorry, I meant to say it will give an error. Sorry. So then we'll type multiply right here, and then we'll run it again. Then it gives 15. Okay, so we have division, we have subtraction, and many other types of operators. So then we have expressions. Like expression is a combination of variables, values, and operators that Java evaluates to produce like another value. So if you, let's say we have something like this, let's say we call this results, then we'll go right here, and in parentheses we'll say 4 plus 3 times 2. Okay, so firstly it's just like bird mass and stuff like that. That is how Java and many other programming language operate. So this is what they're calling expression. Expression is the combination of variables and values and operators, and that Java evaluates to produce another value. So if you see this, it goes 4 plus 3 7 times 2. Then if we run it, you see what would be the result. Hold on. So you see here, right here, you see 14. Okay, so it does the one in parentheses first. 4 plus 3 7 7, then times 2, it gives 14. Okay, so that is what an expression is. So we have different types of operators in Java. We have arithmetic operators. I showed you guys earlier. You can do let me just, okay, let me leave this as result, and let's leave it as result. So you can do 5 plus 3, let's print the result. 5 plus 3 would be 8. Okay, I hope you can see this right here. Hold on. So this 8. Then you can see again, you can have minus, times, division, and then we have this operator, modulus operator. It's what it does, it outputs the remainder. And if I should run this, it would probably give us 1, because 10 divided by 3 is 9, then remainder 1, so it gives us 1 right here. Okay, so then we have that's just the operators you need to know: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then modulus, or you can call it remainder operator or something. Then uh the reason the why you should learn this is the arithmetic operators. It helps you perform calculations essential for logic, money, measurements, scores, and many other things. And you can check even number with these modulus. And there's a game, Fizzbuzz game. 1 or 2 days we'll try it out, and many other things you can do with it. So we have relational operators. Relational operators. What are relational operators? Let me say something like this: 5 equals 5. Okay, wait, it's given an error right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to print it directly. I will just copy this, Control C. Okay, let me show you guys what a relational operator. Since we have not entered an if and else statement, I'll just be working with it directly. Control V. Okay, so let's print 5 equals 5 is true. So 5 equals 5 is true. You can see it right here. Okay, so then we have not equals sign. So we have something like this: not equals is what it means, not equals sign. So 5 is not equals 5, so it's false, because 5 is equals 5. So the output would be false. Okay, so you can see it right here, false. Then we have greater than. We can say greater than 5, greater than let's say 3. It would be true, because 5 is greater than 3. Okay, so you see right here, true. Then we have less than as well. Let me give this less than and run it. It's 5 less than 3, no, so it gives false, because see, look right here, no, so it gives false. Okay, so we have greater or equal. So you learn more on this and using if and else statements is used in this decision making for like if, else statement, loops, and other things. So I'm just giving you guys the basics that you guys need to understand. So we now have the logical operators. Logical operators, I've said one logical operator already, and we a not equals is a logical operator. So we also have this as well, and we have, and let's say something like this. So let's say true and false. Let's run it. Let's see what happens. True and false would be false, because it's and. Yeah. So the only time and is going to set to true is if everything is true. If true and true would be true, then true and false will be false. False and true will still be false. False and false as well will still be false. Then we also have the or operator. This. Okay. So if I run this now, it will give me true. True right here. Okay. So that's it. That's all the things you need to know. Oh, lastly, I forgot one: the assignment operator. Okay, so we have something like, let's declare a variable using our structure. The data type, we say and let's call it a to make it more like so for math people to understand as well. So int a equals 5. So is a is initially 5. So there is a method you can say again. You don't need to declare the data type again once you have declared it once before. So and there's a way you can also declare that I forgot in my last tutorial. You can do something like this: int a equals 5, b equals 6, comma, c equals 7. So you can do something like this: int a equals 5, b equals 6, c equals 7. You can keep going as far as they are integers. So you can just list all the data types here than doing something like, it's more preferable to do something like this, so you don't have long amount of code than doing int A equals 5, int B equals 6, int C equals this. So you can just use comma and do something like this. Okay. So the next thing is we are going to learn now. Let's say we can do A equals A plus 1. A equals A plus 1. So if we print out A, what do you think is the answer? Okay, let me print it out. Hold on. A, so the answer is 6. A equals E plus 1. So the answer is 6. You can see it right here. A equals A plus 1. So the answer is 6. So the next thing you can see it to make it, because you are repeating yourself A and stuff like that. So you can do something like let's say you can do something like plus equals like this. Okay, A plus equals 1. So it still gives the same thing as well. Hold on. 6, you can say it. 6. Okay, so you can still do the same thing for like minus. It gives like, it's just like A minus equals 1 is just like A equals A minus 1, so it will give 4. So if we run this, let's print A, it would be 4. Okay, you see it right here, right? Then the next thing you can also do times as well. You can do times, you can do divide. Okay, let's times A with 2. Okay, so let's run it. It would be 10. Okay, so see it right there. Then we also have, you can also use division and modulus operator and other things. The reason you should learn something like this and why you should use it is because it makes code cleaner and shorter, especially in loops as well. It's very, very useful in loops. When we enter loops, you understand more better. So this is what I have for you guys today on uh, expressions and operators in Java. So if you found this video helpful, don't be afraid to smash that like button and drop a comment and subscribe for more. And don't miss out in the next tutorial.